Taiwan detects 4 Chinese naval ships, 2 military aircraft around nation. Please subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up to the video. Share with your friends and keep them updates as well. Let's move on with the video. The Ministry of Defense of Taiwan has tracked 4 Chinese naval vessels and 2 military aircraft around Taiwan. According to Taiwan News, the naval ships and aircraft were tracked around the nation between 6 a.m. on Sunday, December 24th, and 6 a.m. on Monday, December 25th. Taiwan responded by sending planes and Navy ships, as well as deploying air defense missile systems to track the People's Liberation Army, PLA, actions, as per MND. During that period, no PLA aircraft crossed the Taiwan Strait median line or reached the southwest corner of Taiwan's Air Defense Identification Zone, ADIZ. China has intensified its use of gray zone tactics since September 2020 by gradually increasing the number of military aircraft and naval ships patrolling around Taiwan, according to Taiwan News. Notably, the gray zone tactics are defined as an effort or series of efforts beyond steady-state deterrence and assurance that attempts to achieve one's security objectives without resort to direct and sizable use of force, according to Taiwan News. But how did we reach this point? Let's delve into the timeline of events leading up to this recent tracking. To understand the current situation, we need to look at the series of events that have led up to this point. It's a timeline that tells a story of escalating tension and growing military presence. Let's rewind to when China launched its third and most advanced aircraft carrier, the Fujian, in the early part of 2022. The Fujian was a clear signal of China's naval ambitions and military expansion. However, the real concern for defense enthusiasts and military analysts was not this colossal aircraft carrier, but rather the stealthy and sophisticated Type 055 guided missile destroyers and the UN-class submarines. The Type 055 destroyers, with their advanced design and large missile inventory, were considered the most powerful surface combatants in the world. And the UN-class submarines, almost silent and equipped with air-independent propulsion and armed with anti-ship cruise missiles, brought formidable defense capabilities to the table. Over the course of the following years, China swiftly increased its fleet of these formidable vessels. By the end of 2023, at least 10 Type 055 destroyers had been launched. The number of UN-class submarines was also set to increase to 25 in the next 3 years. Moreover, China's massive fleet of civilian ferries, which could be quickly converted for military use, added another layer of potential threat. These vessels gave China a significant sea lift capability, the potential to transport a large invading force if necessary. As China's naval presence expanded, so too did the tension between China and Taiwan. The waters around Taiwan became a stage for an unfolding drama of military might and strategic positioning. These events have set the stage for the recent tracking of Chinese naval vessels around Taiwan. China's naval power is not just about its aircraft carrier, the Fujian. This opening statement echoes a reality that, while the Fujian, China's third and most advanced aircraft carrier, signals the nation's naval ambitions, it is not the only component of China's maritime might. Let's take a closer look at China's naval assets that are often overshadowed by the grandeur of the aircraft carriers. The Type 055 stealth-guided missile destroyers, for instance, are a significant part of China's naval force. With their sophisticated design and large missile inventory, these destroyers are considered among the most powerful surface combatants in the world. China has already launched at least 10 of these formidable ships, and their stealth capabilities make them a much more elusive threat than the large and conspicuous aircraft carriers. But the threat doesn't stop there. Delving deeper beneath the ocean's surface, we find the UN-class submarines. These vessels are equipped with air-independent propulsion and armed with anti-ship cruise missiles. They are almost silent, a trait that provides formidable defense capabilities. With plans to increase its fleet of these submarines to 25 in the next 3 years, China is clearly committed to enhancing its underwater warfare capabilities. What's even more intriguing is that China's naval power extends beyond its military vessels. The nation boasts a massive fleet of civilian ferries that can be swiftly converted for military use. These ferries, along with other civilian vessels, give China a significant sea lift capability, adding another dimension to their naval threat. These vessels, along with a massive fleet of civilian ferries that can be converted for military use, give China a formidable naval power. It's a complex and multifaceted threat, one that extends far beyond the visible symbol of the Fujian aircraft carrier. In the face of this threat, Taiwan is not sitting idle. Taiwan's Ministry of Defense is on high alert, closely monitoring the movements of Chinese naval vessels and military aircraft around its borders. The vigilant eyes and ears of Taiwan's military are ever watchful, tracking every ripple in the waters and every echo in the skies that could signal a potential threat. Taiwan is no stranger to such surveillance. Its strategic location, coupled with its advanced military capabilities, makes it a formidable force in its own right. Equipped with a robust fleet of submarines, warships, and aircraft, Taiwan's military prowess is not to be underestimated. Its naval force, in particular, has been sharpened to a fine edge, ready to strike at the heart of any potential threat. But Taiwan's response to China's looming presence is not just about flexing its military might. It's about strategic positioning, about playing the long game. Taiwan has been strengthening its ties with other global powers, seeking support and solidarity in its stand against China's aggressive posturing. Moreover, Taiwan's military strategy is underpinned by a strong emphasis on defense. It's a game of chess where every move is calculated, every piece positioned with precision. From its missile defense systems to its state-of-the-art radar technology, Taiwan is focused on creating a formidable shield around its borders. A shield that can withstand the force of any attack and strike back with equal, if not greater, power. Yet, despite its best efforts, Taiwan finds itself in the shadow of a giant. China's military expansion and naval ambitions continue to be a constant source of concern. The escalating tension in the waters surrounding Taiwan is a stark reminder of the precarious balance of power in the region. While Taiwan remains vigilant, the question of its security continues to loom large. Taiwan's stand against China is a testament to its resilience and determination. But as the waters continue to churn, the world watches with bated breath, waiting to see how this high-stakes game of power and survival will play out. So, what does all this mean for Taiwan's security and China's naval power? To begin with, Taiwan is in a precarious situation. The presence of Chinese naval vessels and military aircraft around Taiwan's territorial waters is indicative of a sustained threat to Taiwan's security. The Fujian, China's third and most advanced aircraft carrier, is symbolic of the nation's naval ambitions. However, it is essential to understand that the Fujian, despite its advanced combat systems, is not the primary concern. The real cause for concern lies in the stealth and power of China's Type 055 guided missile destroyers and UN-class submarines. The Type 055, with its sophisticated design and large missile inventory, is considered one of the most powerful surface combatants in the world. China's UN-class submarines, equipped with air-independent propulsion and armed with anti-ship cruise missiles, are almost silent and provide formidable defense capabilities. China's naval expansion is not just a threat to Taiwan, but has broader geopolitical implications. An increase in China's naval fleet could potentially shift the balance of power in the region. The stealth and sophistication of China's naval vessels, coupled with their sheer number, pose a significant challenge to the naval dominance of other nations, particularly the United States. Moreover, China's massive fleet of civilian ferries, which can be swiftly converted for military use, adds another layer of complexity to the situation. These vessels provide China with a significant sea lift capability, which could potentially transport a large invading force if needed. In conclusion, while the Fujian aircraft carrier is a visible symbol of China's naval power, it's the less obvious but equally potent elements of China's naval fleet that pose a more significant threat. Taiwan, and indeed the world, need to be vigilant and proactive in addressing this escalating situation. As the waves of tension continue to rise, the world watches with bated breath,